Let's make our Cleveland cityscape. I recorded my drawing in advance so that you guys didn't have to sit through it the whole time. It's a little faster than I actually went. But we're going to start by choosing a background color. If you click that little button with 3 dots in the corner there, you can pick any color you want. I chose a dark blue because I'm doing a night sky, but it's up to you. This is your cityscape. You can do any kind of sky you'd like. Once I had my background color chosen, I went ahead and used the pen drawer thingy to create stars in the background. I did light blue stars and then I switched to little dots because I wanted to make it a snowy cityscape. And I did some big dots, overlapped some smaller dots, and even added in some lighter blue dots. So it looked like a really snowy night. This pen with a little sparkle at the tip, I don't know if you guys have tried it before, but it's really cool. It creates sort of like a glowing spot. So I added some of those too because it looked then like my stars were glowing. Now is when we get to actually add the city. So this is probably the trickiest part. Once you're done creating a really detailed sky, you're going to want to take a peek at that skyline example that I posted at the beginning of this presentation. And you're going to want to follow the line just like I showed you in that slide from one edge of your drawing all the way across to the other side. You want to get as close to the real skyline as possible. That means you don't want to skip buildings because the more detail you add, the more interesting your skyline is going to be and the more it'll look like downtown Cleveland. So I went pretty slowly through that part so you could see all the nooks and crannies I created in my city. And then once I had my city skyline drawn, I went ahead and started filling it in. I thought I could fill it in with the marker a little quicker, but you could see through it. So then I had to switch back to my pen, and I just made my pen tip a little bit bigger so it went faster. That was helpful because then it didn't take forever to color in, but you got to be really careful along your skyline so you don't accidentally color over that really detailed line you just made. I traced my skyline with that thick marker first. And once I had a nice outline, I went ahead and filled in the rest of my city. It's really important that you try and fill in every little speck of your city with the black pen because if you can see through it, it'll look like your city is see-through. So you want to make sure you get that all filled in. It's a little challenging because it takes a while, but you can do it. Then once I was done with that, I switched over to that fun sparkly pen again. And I chose white, you could also pick yellow, to create rows of lights. At nighttime, cities look like glowing lights all over the place. And so I added those lights to my buildings to make it look like the city at nighttime. If you want to add a city that's not at nighttime, you don't have to use the glowing pen. I just thought it was a cool effect. Make sure you're going in rows though, because in big tall buildings like this, usually the windows are added in rows. So I try to go as straight as I could. That's it. You guys are going to do awesome. Good luck.